Is that what I was going to talk about? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka empath, and I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. It's such a nice day. I thought I'd do it outside. The cat's getting some outside. I have Tut-Tuck out here. Huh, Tut-Tuck? I said, yes. Yes, Mom, I'm under the tree. I know I changed the resolution, so let me go back over here and look in the settings. Audio, video. No, I can't because we're active. Oh well, what do you do? Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Who knows? Elapsed time 14 minutes. Alright, I'm just going to talk with my intentions out there and with my good intentions, and we'll see what happens. I don't know, it's just more shifts today. More shifts. Like, more things are different. When you go out, every time you go out in the world, things are different. But that's how it's always been like for me. I mean, my sequester's been going on 3 years. 3 years, you know. I thought it was going to end this spring, and then nope, everybody's just going to go within and think about themselves and things. Have an opportunity to do that. You know, I was really pleased when I came across Dolores Cannon, because a lot of her educational teachings and a lot of her research findings support, you know, things that I've believed in my life, you know, just things I've always felt in my heart. And one of the things that she discusses, and she does it far more eloquently than I do, much better than I do, is people that have the same soul contracts. Yeah, you know, like people in the towers on 9/11. You know, for some reason, your soul, your spirit is connected, and you all decide and agree to go at the same time. And it's happened over the course of history. Whenever there's large groups of people that pass on from, you know, all from the same thing, they're in a certain soul group. And so I look at the contribution to source now. When your spirit goes out into source, when you take your last breath, it goes out into source, and then you become part of source. Source is light, highest frequency, you know, love, you know, it's all where people are trying to get, but they're so afraid of losing what they have that they're never going to get there with their fear. They're never going to get to the light through the freaking veil of fear. That, and I don't buy any of this. I don't buy it, and I don't even care. It could very well be true, but I'm not buying it. That's the thing. It could be true. I'm a fool. That's what Hale could do. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying any of it. I'm healthy. If I go out, you know, I know how energy works. I know how to compensate when you start to get more, when you start to get tired and run down. When you start feeling that way is when you start resting. You don't press on, keep going, party, you know, burn candle at both ends, do all this, you know, take a bunch of drugs, drink a bunch of booze, you know, and it's something that'll pass. And then, you know, by the time you're full-blown sick, your immune system is already down here in a weakened state. And people putting themselves in this vibration of fear just brings your immune system down to a weakened state. And the power of suggestion, everybody around me is getting sick, you know. It's spring. A lot of people, there's freaking flowers everywhere. It's wonderful. I love it. There's flowers everywhere. People have allergies, and they're going, oh my God, I got a runny nose. You know, and it's like, freaking idiot. That's how people get it. It's because you tell yourself. Just like when you take pills, it takes the headache because you tell yourself it took the headache. Not because it has anything that medical merit contributed to, you know, some magical potion made by dudes in white coats without any imagination. You know, just the facts, ma'am. Scientists are much different this way. That's what I'm excited for, is that science and spirituality are gonna frickin' finally merge the way it always should have, the way it's always been intended, you know. So people have to come into their head and heart and come into that balance and for that to happen, they have to really think about themselves. You know, unbalanced people aren't going to fix nothing. We're just going to keep getting more of what we got with all the way, because, you know, people have continued to do what they've done. So we're going to keep getting what we got. It's not really a whole big old surprise. I'm going to be 30. I wish. I'm going to be 46 tomorrow. Holy hell, man. I try not to set any expectations. I'm a human being. Sometimes I do. My gifts are like the weather in spring. It seems like people, it's like winters have been hard, and then my birthday is like, oh, it's a nice day, you know, and that's my gift to everyone. Yeah. So frequency, people that are tuning in to people they're aligning with, and some people are really weird now, man. But they're always the weird ones. I figured out why those kids next door freaking drive me crazy. I love kids, but these kids just make my third eye twitch, man. And it's because of what they kind of do. And I've always paid attention to, especially when I was a child, and it's just something I've always done because I've always lived from my heart, like I'm a freaking grown-up child, really. I mean, most of my videos are done in a freaking room with the globe lights, you know. So whatever. Yeah. I'm always a kid at heart. I've always had that playful spirit of fun. You know, even when there's work to be had, no reason why people can't have some fun while doing it. You know, it's the people that know. You know, the dictators. They're no fun. So these, I think about the, okay, I was talking about the vibration. I'm trying to dodge your railed. People are coming into the same alignment, and those pockets are growing. Those pockets are growing, those folks. Amanda, hi. Thank you. I will take that today. I used to celebrate like birthday week, birthday month, do that kind of thing, and then I was like, now that my ego's down the right size where it needs to be, make sure I can see the cat. I don't do that so much anymore. Maybe I'll go get a cupcake for me and Mom. I'm just gonna peek around the corner quick to see if I can't see the cat. I'll be right back. I see you. Okay, he's like helicopter parent. That's why I don't have kids. I know, you see, that's how I know how I am, being self-aware, and that's what hopefully these other people have an opportunity to do with their time within, is really get to know yourself. That's why I freaking don't clean every day and clean all the time, because I know I have the obsessive behavior in me. So I undercompensate. I don't overcompensate. But I got all this extra energy, so I mean, you know, and that's the thing, is I gotta be careful, because I don't want to live my life as a human being experiencing the same day over and over. I don't want that. Oh, you know, when I'm on my deathbed at the end of my life, I don't want to be there thinking, oh yeah, every day, you know, the heart space I held, you know, is fine, but I'm in Aries, and I'm supposed to be out adventuring and inventing, and I got all kinds of ideas, you know, and that's what's cool about this time that people are taking within, is all that's where ideas come from, out of necessity. And when people are shut up and stuff, and especially when it's nice, and they start thinking, why? Why? They're gonna be less tolerant. They are. That's the human way. There's too many people out there that have the mentality and the attitude of, well, don't you know who I am? The rules don't apply to me. I'm above the rules. I have more money than anything. Blah blah blah. You know, blah, 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 you know, and because money's won in so many situations, and vibration to truth has just been covered up for century after century. I know, buddy. It's just more pedestrians. Oh, I was talking about those kids before I left. In the vibration of, and that's why they drive me crazy. Because I've talked. It's okay. Come here, baby. They say things like, noonie, 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 you can't catch me. And think about when you were a kid, the people that you played with. And if you followed them up and through, that would were out in the playground that say things like that. Or that give things and then take them back. And That's a terrible example. I just occurred to me. People really freaking are jerks. I would love to let's bring Indian giving back. I'm taking my land back. Because you people freaking wrecked it here in the Corp USA. You guys don't know how to do stuff. You know, you're a bunch of people that are really unimaginative. They're lawyers. They're lawyers. This country is run on lawyers and passing letters back and forth. That's how things get done. There's only 382 million people in the United States, and how big was that stimulus package? Yet it's big enough that everyone could have like $1 million, you know, in size. And it's already started. All these big companies are getting all this money to help, you know, keep them in business, but they're not doing it. They're not going to use it for the spirit of the law, or the letter, the spirit of the whatever. They're going to use it for the letter. And there's always loopholes and there's always ways around it, because if you look on the news, people are just losing their jobs left and right. 5,000 people at Tesla. All these companies that I never wanted to work. Because when I lived in Omaha, there were huge, you know, headquarter companies that I didn't want to work for because they were so dirty and scoundrelly, you know, in their heart space. And people have to work with people who are in your alignment with, you know, and you got to support the things that you endorse. But the things that you endorse, are they freaking seedy and gross and egotistical and freaking shroud in Luciferian energy with that, you know, power nonsense that is just dying away, that makes me sick to my stomach just thinking about it. People that impose power on other people are the worst kind of human beings. And those include these people are included. The people that freaking, they made me go to speech class when I was a little girl, so I get like, just my everyday voice is loud. Like, this is not even my everyday voice, and I project. I'm a loud person. So when I go into a place and I get excited, and you know, I'm doing I don't never put my hands on a person out of aggression, unless it was out of self-defense, and I haven't yet put my hands on someone first, and then people, they get scared and they're like, "Oh, you're aggressive." No, I'm not aggressive. I am making myself clear. I am loud. I am not aggressive, but because there's so many fearful people in the world, people that are sure of themselves have been having to walk around on eggshells, and it's like, fucking meditate and fucking soothe yourself and pull yourself together, because the world isn't gonna get easier. Your skin is gonna need to get thicker. Yeah. So, when I hear the meek shall inherit the earth, I think of the sensitive, you know, sensitive to light. My eyes are so sensitive these days that it's just, I see in frequency, and the stuff that you see in frequency is so you can see energy. That's what ghosts are, is an energetic stamp of an imprint of a human spirit that is still densely weighted down by something, and that something is an occasion, because data holds weight. And that's why kids see them, because they're open to it, and tell their parents, say, "No, you don't," and then they just ignore. It's all freaking just right there. And it's just like, people are like, "Nah, it's woo-woo." Yeah, the fucking world's woo-woo. You know what the fucking world isn't? The fucking world isn't bombing third world countries, smaller countries, for oil, and then the government telling people that they did it for our own good, for our safety and security. Yeah, lies. There's a vibration that is tied to lies, and the crap bucket full of lies, you know, truth has a vibration. And you know, you could feel truth, well, so do lies, and the crap bucket is too full, and it's spilling out all over the place. And so now people, hopefully this time, they're going in and they're becoming more sensitive. And so when they go back out into the world, you're going to be more sensitive to light, more sensitive to sound, like, you're going to be like, "Man, was that always like that?" You know, stuff like that, because the world is different. Because too many of us really strong-minded people have been working for too long to manifest a better world. Yeah, because ain't no power on this planet at this time has successfully done that. But I know that there are powers on this planet that can successfully do that. But turnover has to happen, and that's what's happening now. So, yeah. Anyway, I made some sweet-ass candy cookies today. They're pretty nice. They are cinnamon and heat toffee pieces. Yeah. Is that all I did? I didn't even use vanilla. It was just cinnamon and heat toffee pieces, and they're freaking moist and delicious. And yeah. I did meditate today for about an hour and a half. That was cool. So I'm doing my daily disciplines, you know. I saw the moon last night. I love the moon. I just, hey, how are ya? You know, maybe when I get friends. I was thinking about that. Mind crossed my mind today. I was like, oh my God, that's how demons happen. I could become, you know, that's why I so worry about, you know, my ego and stuff like that. And I'm cognizant of it and it getting too big, you know, and my spirit. That's why I do my daily disciplines and practices and things like that, is because, you know, people all start out the same, but you get so much filled up in your crap bucket, you know, you're just like, whatever, I just hate living the way I live, so whoever helps me, you know, and people that you know, swoop in for terrible ulterior motives that they have will come in and help, and then that's how you sell your soul, you know, that's how you sell out. And the world has done that to a point that so many people don't even know who they are. They don't even recognize themselves anymore, and now they all have to stop and look at themselves, and they don't necessarily like people. But it doesn't mean you can't change it. Oh, no. It doesn't mean it can't change. No. Yeah. I've changed my eating habits. I don't like how I feel. There's too much creamer in my coffee this winter. So I went in and put on a pair of shorts, and I was like, no, I got the ooze. I got the inner ooze. And that's okay. That's quite alright. It's quite fine. But now is the time to get out, get active, and, you know, only have creamer in my coffee every couple days. Every few days, something like that. So, anyway, it's kind of nice because they were getting new neighbors in across the street, and they hadn't been over moving stuff in for like 3 days, and every day the freaking neighbor kids have been in front of my house for like just playing and stuff with their new. It just and I can't be a jerk. You can't be that guy. You can't be, you know, you can't demand peace and quiet. You can't ask for serenity. No, because the world goes around, you know. She has a freaking illegal daycare there. She runs there. She has too many kids, man. And she's not that smart, so. Anyway, and hope none of them fall down, because how are you going to explain that and take 8 kids to a freaking ER? In this day and age, it won't be fun, so. Whatever, not my problem, not my circus. And Omar's moving, my other neighbor, everybody's moving. They're moving in. Turnover, that's what I'm saying, man. It's turnover. There's all these cycles and shifts, and now is a huge one, and I gotta be patient for mine. I just gotta be patient, so. I hope you all are doing well. I personally don't know anyone that has been sick. So for that, I am grateful. It's always someone knows someone who knows someone. It's always like that. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.